What are secondary sources, and how do they differ from primary sources? Have you ever wondered how to help your child navigate the world of research? Understanding the difference between primary and secondary sources is a great starting point. This knowledge can make homework easier and more effective. So, what exactly are these sources, and how do they differ? Primary sources are original materials that provide first-hand accounts of events. They are the raw data or direct evidence without any interpretation. Think about letters, diaries, or historical records. These documents give you a direct glimpse into the past. Interviews, speeches, and oral histories also fall into this category. If your child is studying a historical event, photographs or videos from that time can serve as primary sources. Even raw statistical data or research findings count as primary sources. On the flip side, secondary sources analyze and interpret primary sources. They are one step removed from the original event or data. For example, a textbook summarizing historical events or scientific findings is a secondary source. Journal articles that analyze research studies also fit this description. Reviews of artworks or critiques of literature are secondary sources too. Biographies that interpret someone's life, based on letters or interviews, are another example. So, how do these two types of sources differ? The main distinction lies in their proximity to the original event or data. Primary sources are direct and original, while secondary sources provide interpretation and context. This difference is important for researchers, including students, as it helps them understand the context and potential biases of the information they use. Now, how can you apply this knowledge in your family? Teaching your child to distinguish between primary and secondary sources can boost their critical thinking skills. For instance, when discussing family history, you can use primary sources like old family letters or photographs to understand past events directly. Secondary sources, such as family biographies or historical books, can provide a broader context and interpretation of those events. By understanding both types of sources, your child can develop a more accurate view of their family's history and relationships. This skill not only aids in schoolwork but also enriches their understanding of the world around them. Teaching research skills like this can strengthen family bonds and create meaningful discussions.